There are some corners of our Earth where it feels as if we have entered not this world, but some other realm, some other dimension. Somewhere water flows like red blood. Somewhere the ground itself is breaking open to reveal the gates of hell. Somewhere trees grow at strange angles, and an entire city lies hidden underwater. You heard that right. An entire city that time has passed by, but its secrets are still alive. So let's go on a journey where we will see the 7 most mysterious places in the world. Friends, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Because one subscription from you gives us a lot of motivation, and we will continue to make more such videos for you. So let's start the video. Number 1. The underwater city of Xicheng, China. A complete city with streets, temples, bell towers, and houses, all just as they were. The only difference is that this city sleeps 130 feet underwater. This is Xicheng, China's Lion City, which is still hidden with its mysteries, like an underwater time capsule. The history of Xicheng is 1,300 years old. It was built during the Eastern Han Dynasty between 25 and 200 AD. Once upon a time, it was a bustling trade center filled with temples, carved stone gates, and stunning Chinese architecture. But one day, sometime during the 1970s, China decided to build the Xinan River hydroelectric dam. To build that dam, the entire Xicheng region had to be flooded. And just like that, in one night, a city of 50,000 people went underwater forever. It is said that the people were evacuated in a hurry. But some stories say that not everyone could leave. After it sank, people forgot about Xicheng. Then, a few years ago, a diving expedition rediscovered it. And what they saw surprised both scientists and historians. Underwater, they saw 5 city gates, 265 archways, and carvings with patterns that are difficult to create even with today's machines. The structures remain in an eerie silence. Some divers say that when they go inside, they hear the sound of a ringing bell, as if an old temple is calling them. Some people say a fog-like energy is felt under the water, as if the city is still alive. The biggest mystery for scientists is that despite being more than 100 feet underwater, Xicheng's buildings, staircases, and statues are perfectly preserved. No corrosion, no cracks, as if time has refused to touch this city. Now, people call Xicheng the Atlantis of the East, a city where time stopped and life under the water remained just a silence. Number 2. The Blood Falls, Antarctica. That ice-covered continent where there's only whiteness everywhere, where the wind blows so strong that a person's face could turn to stone. But in the middle of this white continent, there is a place where red blood flows from the ice. This is the Blood Falls, near the Taylor Glacier in Antarctica, a lake from which red-colored water emerges from between the ice, as if someone has peeled the ground and blood is boiling out of it. It was discovered in 1911 by a geologist, Thomas Griffith Taylor. When he first saw it, he thought perhaps red algae had grown under the glacier. But when it was tested, the truth came out. It wasn't algae, but iron-rich water coming from an ancient lake inside the ice. Scientists say there is a subglacial lake beneath the glacier in which the water and salt are so old that sunlight hasn't reached it for millions of years. There is no oxygen there, and the temperature is less than -10 degrees Celsius. And the most surprising thing is that microorganisms are alive inside that lake, a whole world, a hidden ecosystem that is living without human science. When this iron-rich water comes out of the glacier, it reacts with oxygen like rust and takes on a red color, as if blood has flowed. This reaction gave it the name the Blood Falls, but it doesn't just seem like a play of science. Some researchers in Antarctica say that inside that lake, there could be an alien-like life form not found anywhere else on Earth. NASA scientists have even said that if we can understand how life survives beneath the Blood Falls, we can understand how life might be possible on Mars. And the strangest thing is, every year blood falls, red water changes slightly. Some years it's darker, some a perfect crimson red, like a breathing, pulsating glacier. Some explorers say that when night falls and the Antarctic wind blows, a gurgling sound comes from near the blood falls, as if someone is speaking from within. Some things are a lie. It's just that no one can see them. Number 3. The Devil's Kettle Waterfall. In the U.S. state of Minnesota, there is a place where nature itself seems beyond human understanding. The Devil's Kettle Waterfall. This is a waterfall that looks completely normal from the outside. But as soon as you look at it closely, something strange comes to light. This waterfall is inside Judge C.R. Magny State Park and splits into 2 parts in the middle of the Brule River. The water on one side falls down normally, but the water on the other side just disappears. Yes, literally disappears. That water falls into a deep hole that locals call the Devil's Kettle. No one knows where that water goes. No stream, no river, no outlet can be found. Scientists have tried to solve this mystery for years. They've put dye, ping pong balls, and even GPS trackers into this hole. But everything disappeared. No object has ever been found again in any river, lake, or outlet. Some people say that this water seeps through an underground lava tube. According to some people, it's part of an unknown subterranean river system. And some people believe this place is a natural portal. A place where the dimensions of the world collide. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. The Devil's Kettle is beyond human understanding. A waterfall where half the water simply vanishes into thin air without a trace. A secret of nature that draws new explorers to it every year and then quietly absorbs them within itself. Number 4. Mount Roraima. In the middle of South America's dense forest, there is a place that looks like it belongs to another world. Mount Roraima. This mountain is located on the border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, and is considered one of the oldest plateaus in the world. But Mount Roraima is not just a mountain. It's a mystery. Its shape is completely different, a flat-topped plateau. Looking at it, it seems as if a giant stone table has been lifted from the ground. This 1.2 billion year old mountain has been eroded by rain and wind to become so strange that even scientists are amazed. But the strangest thing is that the ecosystem on top of Mount Roraima is completely different. Some plants and creatures are found there that are not found anywhere else, as if it were a separate world. It rains almost every day, and the clouds are so dense that it seems as if the mountain is hidden in a magical fog. For the local tribes, this place is both sacred and cursed. They say that this plateau was an ancient celestial kingdom where gods and goddesses lived. According to some legends, there was a time when a divine flood washed over the entire world, and even then, Mount Roraima was the only thing above the water, a bridge between heaven and earth. And the most fascinating thing, according to some researchers, is that Mount Roraima might be the very place from which Sir Arthur Conan Doyle took the concept for his famous novel, The Lost World. A place where ancient dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures are still alive. Even today, when someone reaches there, they feel as if they have arrived on another planet. All around is just mist, moss, and an eerie silence. And there's a feeling that someone is watching from somewhere above. Mount Roraima, a place where both science and mythology fail to provide answers. A mountain that looks as if the gods themselves created it. Number 5. The Door to the Gods. In the remote mountains of Peru stands a rock that looks completely ordinary. But when you get close to it, you see a carved doorway, a perfect rectangular shape that leads nowhere and comes from nowhere. People call this place Hayumarca, the Gate of the Gods. This door is not part of a temple nor an ancient palace, but rather a doorway carved into a solid rock face. A gate with no actual entrance. But according to local legends, This door is a divine gateway that some people successfully use to reach the other world or the gods' realm. They say that in ancient times, there was an Incan priest whose name was Amaru Meru. When the Spanish conquerors invaded Peru, Amaru Meru came here with a golden disc that he had received from the temple of the sun god. He placed that golden disc in front of this door, and when he placed it in the center of the door, it emitted a blinding light, and the priest disappeared inside the door. After that, he never returned. Since then, people say this Puerta de Hayumarca is not just a stone carving, but an interdimensional portal. Some travelers report that when they touch the door, they feel an energy surge in their bodies. And some even see strange visions, stories of old civilizations, bright lights, and giant beings. Science has no explanation for this. Some people say it is just the result of rock erosion. But when you stand near the door, you feel a strange pull, as if it's calling you inside. And the most mysterious thing is that when lightning strikes around this doorway, people say a blue glow appears around it, as if some dormant power is still hidden inside it. Is it really a gateway for the gods or a mark of some lost ancient technology? No one knows. We can only say that whoever goes before Hayumarca does not return as the same person. Number 6. The Crooked Forest. In the West Pomerania region of Poland, there is a small forest that people call the Crooked Forest, and it is one of the strangest and most mysterious forests in the world. From a distance, it looks like an ordinary pine forest, but as soon as you go inside, you will see around 400 pine trees, all of which are bent in a bizarre shape. Each tree bends northward at a perfect 90-degree angle about 3 feet from its base, and then it grows straight up again, as if someone had forcefully bent them and left them. All these trees are bent one way, as if from a strange magnetic pull or a gravitational experiment. Both scientists and historians are trying to understand how these trees got this shape. Some people say this is all the result of a human experiment. They say that around 1930, local people intentionally bent these trees to make boats or furniture, so that their wood would become naturally curved. But this theory gets stuck on a simple question. If it was man-made, then why was this technique used only here? And how did all these trees grow in the same pattern? On the other hand, some people say it is the result of a strange gravitational anomaly. Perhaps some magnetic field bent them, or maybe it was the effect of a cosmic event that only happened in this place. But the most fascinating theory comes from the local people. They say these trees are enchanted. They said this place was once part of an ancient energy field where the rules of nature were different. Some people have also talked about seeing whispering winds and shadow figures that roam among the trees at night. The Crooked Forest is twisted with such perfect symmetry. It doesn't even look natural. And to this day, no one really knows how these trees came to be. And how did they stay alive even after being bent? We can only say that when the wind passes through this forest, it feels as if the land itself is hiding its own secret. A secret that is perhaps far beyond human comprehension. Number 7. The Gate to the Underworld. In the middle of Siberia, there is a place that people call the Gate to the Underworld. Its real name is the Batagaika Crater, but the local Yaka people call it not a megaslum, but the door to hell. And when you get close to this place, it feels as if the earth itself is opening up and sinking into the darkness within. The Batagaika Crater is a massive sinkhole, 1 kilometer long and 100 meters deep, which is getting bigger every year. This is no ordinary crater. It is a living warning sign from nature about how the earth is breaking apart from the inside. Its formation began around 1960 when massive deforestation first occurred in Siberia. Cutting down the trees removed the ground's natural insulation, and the permafrost, or frozen ground, underneath began to melt. And as that melted earth began to collapse from within, First a small slope formed, then it slowly transformed into a monster pit. It's now so large it's clearly visible even from satellites. Resurrecting history. Scientists studied inside Batagaica and found prehistoric animal remains, woolly mammoth bones, and ancient plants that were millions of years old. Meaning, this crater has literally become Earth's time machine, revealing million-year-old stories hidden inside the Earth right before our eyes. But locals consider it a haunted place. They say that when you go near this place, you hear a strange groaning sound, as if something is groaning from inside the ground. Some people say these are the screams of spirits from within the earth that never fall silent. And the most astonishing thing is that scientists say this crater is growing daily, expanding by 10 to 20 meters every year. If it continues to grow like this, one day all of Siberia could become a giant open wound, a living gate to the underworld. This place is not just a natural wonder, but a silent prophecy that tells us that when we play with nature, the earth does not sit quietly. And when it responds, its form is such that it seems like it might truly be the gateway to hell.